Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Football Hobby to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us on the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we're going live and even live. Also, to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Good morning. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Good Sunday. Darian Mensah, out of 149. Tyron Tracy Jr., 9 of 49. Lewis Bond, 1 of 1. Jeremiah McClellan, R. McClellan, 1 of 8. Ethan Kaliakmanis, 10 of 12. Elijah Brown, 10 of 10. And Elijah Haven, 6 of 15. Travion Henderson, out of 149. Jaden Bow, he came out to play, 2 of 7. Graham Mertz, 1 of 1. Miller Moss, 6 of 7. Hank Brown, 3 of 8. Mason Holtzclaw, 4 of 5. And Cade Klubnik, Christopher Vizina, dual auto, 11 of 25. Is baseball after this? It is after this. Chris Henry Jr. out of 149. Jaquez Petaway out of 149. Kyle Manangi, 4 of 5. Jalil Farouk, 2 of 2. Caden Salter, 2 of 10. Rashad Amos, 8 of 8. And Thomas Castellanos, 1 of 1. Juju Lewis, out of 149. Hoss Haney, out of 149. Ty Hawkins, 1 of 1. DJ Uigalele, 1 of 1. TJ Moore, 4 of 4. Michael Hawkins Jr., 4 of 12. And Travion Henderson, 3 of 3. Brady Schmiegel, out of 149. Jerome Miles, out of 149. Dylan Risk, 2 of 7. Celeste Moa, 3 of 3. Jason Witten, chalk it up, 4 of 10. Christopher Vizina, 3 of 3. And Gunnar Stockton, 10 of 15. Caden Salter, 10 of 10. Antonio Brown, out of 149. Gerard Pringle, 3 of 10. Byron Brown, 5 of 8. Ethan Gronkmeyer, 8 of 15. Oscar Delp, 1 of 10. And Peyton Manning. How about that forehead? 2 of 10. Chris Carter, 10/49. Jalen Milroe out of 149. Devin Carter, 1/1. DeAndre Hill, 14/15. Jake Brenningstool, 1/12. Jamie French, 2/7. And triple auto, Jaden Blue, Jared Gibson, and Jamie French, 9/10. Antoine Hill Jr. out of 149. DJ Lagway out of 149. Micah Hudson, 7/15. Marcus Harris, 1/1. Caleb Johnson, 2/15. Caleb Jackson, 6/10. And Sam Levitt, 1/15. Box number 9. Will Howard, 10/10. Tolly Walker out of 149. Jabari Mack, 1/1. Rowan Wilson, 1/5. KC Conception, 6/10. CJ Daniels, 6/7. And George McIntyre, 11/12. Malachi Ziegler out of 149. Cam Ward out of 149. Robert Lewis, 1/15. Frank Gore, 3/7. Amari Huggins Bruce, 4/5. Trevor Jackson, 6/7. And Jalen Milroe, 1/1. Box number 11. Calvin Russell, 21/25. Randy Moss, 9/10. Upright. Haven't seen that insert before. CJ Tiller, 2/12. Braden Fowler-Nicolosi, 1/1. Jaden O'Neal, printing plate, 1/1. And DJ Lagway, 14/15. Bottom box of the break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Drew Brees, 31/49. Demond Williams Jr. out of 149. Madden Maliba, 1/1. Penny Boone, 2/5. Joe Montana, 3/10. Raheem Sanders, 5/5. And Ryan Wingo, 2/2. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always, being here on a Sunday morning. Always happy to have you all along. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Chris Carter, Jalen Milroe. Devin Carter, DeAndre Hill, Jake Brenningstool, Jamie French, Antoine Hill Jr., DJ Lagway, Micah Hudson, Marcus Harris, Caleb Johnson, Caleb Jackson, Sam Levitt, Will Howard, Tolly Walker, Jabari Mack, Rowan Wilson, KC Conception, CJ Daniels, George McIntyre, Malachi Ziegler, Cam Ward, Robert Lewis, Frank Gore, Amari Huggins Bruce, Trevor Jackson, Jalen Milroe, Calvin Russell, Randy Moss, Upright, Braden Fowler-Nicolosi, CJ Tiller, Jaden O'Neal, DJ Lagway, Darian Metza, Tyron Tracy Jr., Lewis Bond, Jeremiah McClellan, Ethan Kaliakmanis, Elijah Brown, Elijah Haven, Travion Henderson, Jaden Bow, Graham Mertz, Miller Moss, Hank Brown, Mason Holtzclaw, Chris Henry Jr., Jaquez Petaway, Kyle Managi, Jalil Farouk, Caden Salter, Rashad Amos, Thomas Castellanos, Juju Lewis, Haas Haney, Ty Hawkins, DJ Uigalele, TJ Moore, Michael Hawkins Jr., Travion Henderson, Brady Schmeigel, Jerome Miles, Dylan Risk, Celeste Moa, Jason Witten, Christopher Vizina, Gunnar Stockton, Caden Salter, Antonio Brown, Gerard Pringle, Byron Brown, Ethan Gruckmeyer, Oscar Delp, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, DeMond Williams Jr., Madden Imaliva, Penny Boone, Joe Montana, Raheem Sanders, and Ryan Wingo. And going to random.org, we've got two of them. Dual auto of Cade Klubnik and Christopher Vizina, and triple auto Jaden Blue, Jared Gibson, and Jamie French. Alright, that is it for football. We are on to Leaf Metal Baseball here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go as we take care of the randoms. And now, let's knock these out. To random.org we go. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Going to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. Going to go 11 times on both randoms. Oh, forgot to do this part. There we go. For Cade Klubnik and Christopher Vizina. Dual auto. That is 10 times. Final roll. Christopher Vizina coming out on top. And triple. Jaden Blue, Jared Gibson, and Jamie French. That is 10 times. Final roll. Jaden Blue coming out on top. Congratulations. All right, we are on to 2024 Leaf Metal Baseball Jumbos. We're going to be back with that in just a second. Get you guys back here shortly. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Metal Baseball Jumbo to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live and even live. Also, to mention no purchase necessary, link down in the description. Box number one. It's amazing how much cardboard they just waste. First slab is going to be George Lombard Jr. 1 of 1. Leo DeVries, 7 of 8. Samuel Basallo out of 185. Trent Carraway out of 185. Kennedy Corona out of 185. Caden Bodine, 17 of 20. Braylon Payne, 10 of 12. Christian Scott, 15 of 20. Blake Mitchell, 1 of 5. Kyle Teal, 4-6. Cooper Pratt, 18 of 25. Jackson Churio and Jason Churio, dual auto, 2 of 8. Daniel Espanio, 8 of 8. And Paul Skeens, Connor Griffin, dual auto, 1 of 5. Both of those will be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned if you have any of those guys. Sure, we'll probably have more by the end of the break. Box number 2, James Wood, slabbed up. Good time to be hitting that. Miguel Cabrera, 5 of 35. Frank Thomas out of 185. Ichiro, 7 of 7. Spencer Jones, 2 of 7. Printing plate, 1 of 1 for RJ Austin. Paul Skeens, standalone, 12 of 15. Noah Schultz, 1 of 12. Zach DeZenzo, 1 of 12. Roderick Arias, 35 of 35. Adolfo Sanchez, 2 of 5. PJ Marlando, 1 of 1. Top 100, Josue De Paula, 1 of 10. And Leo Dallas De Vries, 5 of 5. Slide number 3, Bryce Rayner. Devin Taylor out of 185. Ethan Petrie, 1 of 1. Santiago Suarez out of 185. Ivan Rodriguez out of 185. Dean Moss, 10 of 12. Colt Emerson, 7 of 10. Brady Ebel, 13 of 15. Brooks Lee, David Festa, Luke Kashaw, 1 of 1, triple auto. Steve Sachs, 2 of 5. Boston Bateman, 17 of 25. Sebastian Walcott, 2 of 5. Bryce Rayner, 1 of 9. And Jason and Jackson Churio, 28 of 35 this time. When do the items go up for auction? So these are actually pre-sold breaks. These breaks ended last night. Slabbed up number 4, Spencer Jones. Gavin Turley, 57 of 185. Dale Murphy out of 35. Johnny Bench out of 185. Lazaro Montez, 4-5. Yober Diaz, 7/35. Steve Monster Milam, 9/25. Rock Chalosky, 8/15. Quentin Young, 4/35. Nolan Souza, 4/5. Noble Meyer, 5/15. Top 100. And Noah Schultz, 1/1, top 100. Samuel Basallo, 4/20. And Felman Celestine, 34/35. Box number 5. Nolan Souza for slab number 5. AJ Gracia out of 185. Cal Ripken Jr., 17/25. Moises Ballesteros out of 185. Roman Anthony out of 185. Juan Nunez, 5/20. Joseph Lugo, 7/35. Jonathan Santucci, 2/35. Joey Loperfido, 1/1. Jalen Flores, 5/6. Ethan Anderson, 9/10. Dave Stewart, 2/8. Jeremy Rodriguez, 5/5. And James Wood, 15/25. Jake Bloss, slab number 6. Liam Peterson, 10/35. Daniel Savette, 20/25. Reggie Jackson, 7/35. Will Gasparino out of 185. Chase Dollander, 20/25. Zebby Matthews, 5/6. Tyler Bremner, 1/1. Seth Hernandez, 6/10. RJ Cope, 1/1. Max Bellieu, 8/12. Ethan Holiday, 5/5. Nolan Souza, 2/3, and Travis Bazzana, 3/10. Any Brody Brecht yet? No, sir. Not that I recall, at least. There is, however, a Zach DeZenzo. I can see that. Slide number 7. Kane Dana, 5/20. Joey Loperfido out of 185. Felix Hernandez out of 185. Connor Griffin, 3/10. Landon Rupp, 8/20. Jefferson Rojas, 7/25. Jake Bloss, 7/8. Gavin Turley, 9/12. David Matoma, 4/15. Daniel Savette, 4/12. Seth Hernandez, 1/1. Cam Smith, 7/7. And Kobe Mayo, top 100, 1/15. And final box of the break, box number 8. Good luck, everybody. Oh, that's a nice one. Meteor, Luke Shaw. And that'll end the slabs. Travis Bazzana, 1/12. James Wood, 3/35. Tommy Troy to 185. Nolan Ryan, 5/7. Jamie Moyer, 1/1. Yanquiel Fernandez, 1/3. AJ Gracia, 9/10. Brady House, 4/8. Chase Petty, 21/25. Cash Mayfield, 5/6. Hurston Waldrop, 4/8. Steve King, 1/15. And Lazaro Montes, top 100, 3/10. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Going to go and get a hit recap going here in just a second. Then we'll take care of the randoms. I have a couple of them to get to. For the hits, Leo DeVries, Samuel Vassallo, Trent Carraway, Kennedy Corona, Caden Bodine, or Bodine, Braylon Payne, Christian Scott, Blake Mitchell, Kyle Teal, Cooper Pratt, Daniel Espanio, Miguel Cabrera, Frank Thomas, Ichiro, Spencer Jones, RJ Austin, Paul Skeens, Noah Schultz, Zach DeZenzo, Roderick Arias, Adolfo Sanchez, PJ Morlando, Josue DePaula, Leah DeVries, Devin Taylor, Ethan Petrie, Santiago Suarez, Ivan Rodriguez, and Dean Moss. Colt Emerson, Brady Ebel, Steve Sachs, Boston Bateman, Sebastian Walcott, Bryce Rayner, Gavin Turley, Dale Murphy, Johnny Bench, Lazaro Montez, Ilber Diaz, Steve Monster Milam, Rock Chalosky, Quentin Young, Nolan Souza, Noble Meyer, Noah Schultz, Samuel Basallo, Felton Celestine, Caden Dana, Joey Loperfido, Felix Fernandez, Connor Griffin, Landon Rupp, Jefferson Rojas, Jake Bloss, Gavin Turley, David Matoma, Daniel Savet, Seth Hernandez, Cam Smith, Kobe Mayo, AJ Gracia, Cal Ripken Jr., Moses Ballesteros, Roman Anthony, Juan Nunez, Joseph Lugo, Jonathan Santucci, Joey Loperfido, Jalen Flores, Ethan Anderson, Dave Stewart, Jamie Rodriguez, James Wood, Liam Peterson, Daniel Savet, Reggie Jackson, Will Gasparino, Chase Dallander, Zevi Matthews, Tyler Bremner, Seth Hernandez, RJ Cope, Max Bellew, Ethan Holiday, Nolan Souza, Travis Pizzana, James Wood, Tommy Troy, Nolan Ryan, Jamie Moyer, Youngfield Fernandez, AJ Gracia, Brady House, Chase Petty, Cash Mayfield, Hurston Waldrop, Seaver King, and Lazaro Montez. With slabs, George Lombard Jr., James Wood, Bryce Rayner, Spencer Jones, Nolan Souza, Jake Bloss, Zach DeZenzo, and Lucas Shaw. And headed to random.org. Got a couple. Jackson Churio and Jason Churio out of 35. Jackson Churio and Jason Churio out of 8. Paul Skeens and Connor Griffin, 1 of 5. And Brooks Lee, David Festa, and Lucas Shaw, 1 of 1. Alright, that is it for baseball. Let's head over to random.org real quick and get these knocked out. Get you guys back here in a second. All right, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Could be their hard to buy for us. We're going to go 5 times on the random. Starting off with the dual auto Jackson Churio and Jason Churio out of 35. 1 plus 4 is 5. Final roll. Jackson Churio taking home the of 35 version. Now for the of 8. That is 4 times. Final roll. Jason Churio taking home the of 8. Little split there. Paul Skeens and Connor Griffin. Final roll. Paul Skeens taking it home. Congratulations. And finally, Brooks Lee, David Festa, and Lucas Shaw. Triple auto 1 of 1. That is 4 times. Final roll. David Festa taking it home. Congratulations. All right, we are on to 2024 Leaf Collective Multisport here in a few seconds. Going to get that set up and good to go. For the rest of you, thank you so much for being here on a Sunday and spending a little bit of your morning with us. Do appreciate it. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2024 Leaf Collective Multisport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we'll go live and even live. Also, need to know birds necessary for link down in the description. Box number 1. Allen Iverson and Anthony Munoz, 1 of 1s. Darwin Nunez, 1 of 1. Bernie Williams, 3 of 4. And Mario Lemieux, 1 of 5. That's a cool one. Jeff Bagwell and Fran Tarkenton, 1 of 1s. Irving Fryer, 4 of 7. Jamie Moyer, 1 of 1. And Vinny Testaverde and Cam Ward, 4 of 5 dual auto. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those guys. Archie Griffin and Mark McGuire, 1 of 1s. Timu Solana, 3 of 3. Andre Reed, 1 of 7. And Bo Jackson, Earl Campbell, 4 of 7 dual auto. That will also be headed to random.org at the end of the break. Camilo Cardoso and Phil Foden, 1 of 1s. Larry Little, 6 of 6. Trevor Hoffman, 3 of 5. And Lamine Yamal, 1 of 6 auto. Nice. Boom. Miss Olivia Dunn and Jeff Hurst, 1 of 1s. Kane, 4 of 8. DJ Lagway, 3 of 3. And Hope Solo, 1 of 1. Juju Lewis and John Monafuso, 1 of 1s. Mike Rozier, 8 of 8. Tony Oliva, 6 of 6. And Cristiano Ronaldo, 1 of 1. Boom. Mario Lemieux and Cam Ward, 1 of 1s. Urban Meyer, 4 of 8. Johnny Montefusco, 4 of 7. And Roman Anthony, 1 of 5. Pretty play 1 of 1 for Irving Fryer. DB Sweeney, 1 of 1. Tetaro McMillan, 2 of 4. Penny Hardaway, 1 of 1. And Jackson Dart, 1 of 1. Box number 9. Jim McMahon, Godfather, 1 of 1s. Jim Lonborg, 6 of 6. Bruce Smith, 1 of 7. And Steph Curry, redemption auto. Boom. Final box of the break, box number 10. Jalen McMillan and Billy Wagner, 1 of 1s. Raymond Bork, 7 of 7. Larry Johnson, 5 of 5. And Michael B. Jordan, 8 of 10. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Really do appreciate having you in here on a Sunday. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of our 2 randoms. For the hits, Allen Iverson, Anthony Munoz, Darwin Nunez, Bernie Williams, Fran Tarkenton, Archie Griffin, Andre Reed, Jeff Hurst, DJ Lagway, Hope Solo, Cristiano Ronaldo, Cam Ward, DB Sweeney, Penny Hardaway, Godfather, Bruce Smith, and Billy Wagner. Mario Lemieux, Jeff Bagwell, Irving Fryer, Jamie Moyer, Mark McGuire, Camila Cardosa, Phil Foden, Larry Little, Lamine Yamal, Olivia Dunn, Kane, Juju Lewis, John Monefusco, Mike Rozier, Mario Lemieux, John Monefusco, Irving Fryer, Jackson Dart, Jim McMahon, Jim Longborg, Jalen McMillan, Larry Johnson, and Michael B. Jordan. Timu Solana, Trevor Hoffman, Tony Oliva, Urban Meyer, Roman Anthony, Tetaro McMillan, Steph Curry, Redemption, and Raymond Bork. And headed to random.org real quick. 2 dual autos. Vinny Testaverde and Cam Ward, 4-5. And Bo Jackson, Earl Campbell, 4-7. Alright, that is it for Multisport. Thank you guys again. We are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century here in a few minutes. Going to get this set up and good to go as we take care of the randoms. To random.org we go. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Gonna be theory how to be valid for us. Gonna go 10 times on each random, starting off with Bo Jackson or Earl Campbell. That is 9 times. Final roll. Bo Jackson coming out on top. Congratulations. And Benny Testaverde, Cam Ward, dual auto. That is 9 times. Final roll. Cam Ward taking it home. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for Multisport. We are on to Leaf Metal Pop Century here in a few seconds. Going to get that set up and good to go. We'll catch you guys back here momentarily. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Pops entry to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live, TV live. I'm also going to mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. All right, box number one. Good luck, everybody. Start with the press proofs. Box number one. Matthew Lillard. And oh wow, this is nice. Triple printing plate. Kevin Smith, Jeremy London, and Jason Lee. Shouts out to Mallrats. Adriana Barbeau, 8/10. Josh Radnor, 1/1. Jamie Presley, 6/8. And Paul Rudd, 5/5. Terry Hatcher and Cuba Gooding Jr. Dale Bazeo, 2/4. Richard Klein, 1/7. Michael Beck, 2/4. And Mel Gibson, on card inscribed, 66/100. Christina Applegate and Christian Slater. Laura Flynn Boyle, 2/2. Linda Blair, 2/4. Famke Janssen, 4/10. And Patrick Stewart, 1/1. That's a cool one. Sid Croft and Tim Robbins. Tom O'Connell, 8/15. Joey Fatone, 1/8. Uma Thurman, 1/1. And Kelsey Grammer, 8/8. Box number 5. Bradley Whitford and Richard Klein. Sada Baby, 20/25. Dave East, 15/25. Michael Beck, 1/2. And Kate Beckinsale, 1/1. Sally Kirkland, and Josh Gad. Tony Orlando, 203. Trey the Truth, 4-4. Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot. And Jesse Metcalf, 27 out of 100. Pam Greer and Molly Ringwald. Juliette Lewis, Chevy Chase. Juliette is a 4-4 and Chevy is a 4-5. William Shatner, 1-2. And Megan Fox, 1-1. Nice. Quad Press Proof, Christina Applegate, Katie Seagal, Amanda Bearsey, and Ed O'Neill. And Melissa Gilbert, 1-1. Oriani, 5-5. Chrissy McNichol, 1-1. Selma Blair, 3-3. And triple feature, Gina Lee Nolan, Nicole Eggert, and Tracy Bingham, 3-4. Nancy Kovac and Alec Baldwin. PJ Souls, Susie Quattro. Souls is 2-2 and Quattro is 5-15. Frank Fair, 3-10. And Cheech and Chong dual auto, 1-1. Boom. That'll be headed to random.org along with all the rest of the multi-cards. Good luck. And final box of the break, box number 10. Amber Rose and Drew Barrymore. Close out the press proofs. Corey Taylor, 1-2. John Travolta, 2-2. Tom Hiddleston, 1-1. And Michael B. Jordan on card inscribed, 65 of 100. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Really do appreciate it. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of the randoms. For the hits, Adriana Barbeau, Cuba Gooding Jr., Dale Bazeo, Christina Applegate, Christian Slater, Famke Janssen, Bradley Whitford, Dave East, Mystery Redemption, Chevy Chase, Alec Baldwin, Frank Fair, Amber Rose, Drew Barrymore, Corey Taylor. Matthew Lillard, Josh Radnar, Jamie Presley, Paul Rudd, Michael Beck, Mel Gibson, Lara Flynn Boyle, Linda Blair, Patrick Stewart, Joey Fatone, Kelsey Grammer, Michael Beck, Kate Beckinsale, Josh Gad, Jesse Metcalf, Pam Greer, Molly Ringwald, Juliette Lewis, Megan Fox, Melissa Gilbert, Oriani, Chrissy McNichol, Nancy Kovac, PJ Souls, John Travolta, and Michael B. Jordan. Terry Hatcher, Richard Klein, Tim Robbins, Sid Croft, Tom O'Connell, Uma Thurman, Richard Klein, Sada Baby, Sally Kirkland, Tony Orlando, Trey the Truth, William Shatner, Saba Blair, Susie Quattro, and Tom Hiddleston. And headed to random.org. Triple printing plate, press proof. Kevin Smith, Jeremy London, and Jason Lee. Quad press proof, Christina Applegate, Katie Seagal, Amanda Bearsey, and Ed O'Neill. Dual auto of Cheech and Chong, 1 of 1. And triple feature, Gina Lee Nolan, Nicole Eggert, and Tracy Bingham, 3 of 4. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being here, being a part of the breaks, spending a little bit of your Sunday morning with us. I'm going to head to random.org real quick and knock these 4 out. We'll be back in a few seconds. Alright, we have got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Get with your hard to be valid for us. Going to go 7 times on each random, starting off with the press proofs of Kevin Smith, Jeremy London, and Jason Lee. That is 6 times. Final roll. Jason Lee coming out on top. Congratulations. Christina Applegate, Katie Seagal, Amanda Bearsey, and Ed O'Neill. That is 6 times. Final roll. Amanda Bearsey taking home the press proof quad. Next up is Cheech and Chong, dual auto, 1 of 1. Final row. Cheech Marin out on top. And finally, Gina Lee Nolan, Nicole Eggert, and Tracy Bingham. Triple auto out of 4. That is 6 times. Final row. Nicole Eggert coming out on top. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again for being here on a Sunday. Do appreciate it and look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks.